Spread your wings. Nothing is impossible, believe. If I can do it, you can spread your wings.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be all about this sweet chili chicken. So this is a list of things you're gonna need: chicken cutlets, sugar, rice vinegar, crushed red pepper, this is the chili flakes, chili powder, black pepper, garlic salt, all-purpose seasoning, oil, cornstarch, honey, and of course some garlic. So after I wash the chicken with vinegar, I just basically start the seasoning process. Right now I'm just adding a little sprinkle of black pepper over it, not a lot. I didn't measure it, it's literally a sprinkle. Then I'm following up with some garlic salt, also a little sprinkle of garlic salt, then some all-purpose seasoning, repeating the same step. Literally you just need a little bit. Then after that I'm just gonna go ahead and just mix everything in with my rubber gloves just to get it nice and flavorful. And if you're wondering about the size, I basically just cut each piece of chicken into 1-inch chunks. To get started with frying the chunks, I'm basically just sprinkling some flour over it. This is what I like to do whenever I fry any kind of chicken, just add flour to it. You just need a little bit of flour, maybe about 1/4 cup. Then I'm just mixing everything in all together. So right now I'm just adding in some oil to the frying pan. This is about 1 cup of oil. I don't really need a lot of oil either. So I allowed the oil to get hot for about 5 minutes, and then now I'm just placing each chunk into the hot oil. So once all the chicken is inside the frying pan, I'm just gonna allow everything to brown on one side for about 5 minutes. So since it's been frying for about 5 minutes now, I'm just basically coming and just turning everything over to the other side. At this point, this is all about your desired level of crispiness or how golden brown you want it. I like mine to be really golden brown, so I'm just gonna flip it over on each side as many times as needed. So as it's frying, I just allow it to brown on each side in 5-minute increments, and then I come back and just check on it. If I need to flip it over to the other side, I just keep on doing that, like I said, until it's my desired level of crispiness and how golden I want it. So you basically just monitor it as you fry it just to make sure that it's not burning and that it's getting brown how you would like it to get brown. So altogether, I think I've spent about 20 minutes just making sure that everything is fried correctly. And as it's frying, it smells so good. I know I'm about to have a really good batch. Once it's finished frying, I basically just place it in a dish with some paper towel just to soak up the excess oil. Here I am, my greedy self, just stealing one to see how it tastes. But yeah, at this point it's completely done. So right now I'm moving on to making the sweet chili sauce. I just use 1 tablespoon of the same oil from the chicken that I just fried. I added in my 3 cloves of garlic. I'm just basically sifting it through and just sauteing it a little bit just to get it a little bit charred. I don't want it to be raw, so this is why I'm doing this. Next, I'm adding in my rice vinegar. I'm just using about 1/4 cup of the rice vinegar because I don't want it to be too potent. I don't want it to be too strong. And this thing kind of burns your eyes when you use it. So yeah, just use sparingly. I could have added a little bit more, but I feel as though 1/4 cup is absolutely fine to use. Right now, I'm just adding in 1/4 cup of water. If we need to add more water, we'll add it like towards the end while we're making the sauce. If it's a little bit too thick, then we're just gonna add more water as needed. But right now, just 1/4 cup of water to get started. Now onto one of the key ingredients. I'm adding in 1/4 cup of sugar. This is part of the sweetness of the sweet chili sauce. Once I add this sugar in, I'm basically just gonna stir everything. Every time I add in a new ingredient, I'm basically just stirring it around and just getting everything all mixed in nicely together. So for the spicy part of this, I just added in 2 tablespoons of red peppers. This is the crushed red pepper or the red pepper flakes. It's actually dried and crushed red chili peppers together. I wanted to get the actual chili peppers, but for some reason I could not find them anywhere. This is really spicy, so if you don't like spicy foods, then I would just advise that you add 1 tablespoon instead of the 2 like I added. Now to make everything thick, I'm adding in some cornstarch. I just added in 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And like I said, I'm just mixing everything all together. All the new ingredients that I add in, I'm just mixing and just getting the sauce actually saucy. Right now, it's just looking like, I don't know what the hell this is, but it's gonna come together at the end and you're just gonna see how everything ties together really, really nicely. As this is getting done, you want to make sure that the stove is on medium heat. You do not want it to be on high heat because things could start getting very, very sticky very, very quickly. So you do not want anything sticking to the frying pan. So at this point, you just want to make sure that your heat is on medium. So right now I'm just sprinkling a little bit of chili powder over it. This is just to add pungency and flavor to the sauce and just also to add a little bit of vibrancy. This is not gonna make it more spicy, but like I said, if you don't like spicy dishes, then you could also opt this step if you think that it's gonna just make it more spicy. But I like the fact that it makes my sauce a little bit richer, a little bit darker in color, and like I said, I love spicy foods, so why not? But if you don't, then just skip this step. So lastly, I'm just adding in some honey. This is roughly a teaspoon of honey. I feel as though the honey just brings everything all together. It's just the perfect addition to this sauce. So once again, I'm going in and I'm just mixing everything all together. As you mix everything all together, you could go ahead and turn the heat from medium to high at this point. So you're just gonna keep mixing everything all together for about 2 to 3 minutes, and as you can see, the sauce definitely thickened up really nicely. At this point, I'm about to get ready to just add the chicken in to baste everything. So once I add the chicken chunks to the sauce, I lower the heat from high to medium, and at this point I'm just mixing everything all together just to get everything nice and saucy. If you would like to have more sauce, then you can definitely just add a little bit more of each of the ingredients that I mentioned throughout the video. I basically just went for a kick of sweetness and spiciness. I preferred my sauce to be more on the skimpy side versus it being more water based. So if you wanted to just have some kind of, I guess, liquid or some kind of sauce to pour over your rice or something like that, then you would definitely make yours to be a lot more watery. So here you have it, the final sweet chili chicken with my homemade sauce intact. If you like this video, then definitely give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with someone. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.